Good morning, my dear students. We are going to be looking at mammalian gametes, the mammalian gametes. The reproductive sex cells are also known as gametes. Gametes are formed in the gonads. Remember our last class talked about gametes and gonads. The human gametes are the male gamete, which is the sperm, and the female gamete, which is the ovum or the egg. So this is how the structure of the male and the female gametes look like. The female gamete is also known as egg or ovum. Then the male gamete is known as the spermatozoa. The male gamete. The male sex cell or gamete are called sperm. They are produced in the testes. The sperm is a single-celled organism. They consist of the head, middle piece, and a whip-like tail. You can call it whip-like tail or flagellum. This is the diagram of the sperm cell. Like I said earlier, the sperm has the head, the middle piece, and also the flagellum or the whip-like tail. This is the diagram of a spermatozoa. Structure and function of the sperm cell. The acrosome. This is the acrosome. The acrosome is located at the front edge of the head. This place is where the acrosome is located. It contains lytic enzymes. This lytic enzyme is an agent used to dissolve the egg membrane. The acrosome also enhances penetration of the egg during fertilization. Now, it means this acrosome here has two functions. When the sperm swims towards the egg, the acrosome is the one that enhances penetration into the egg cell. The acrosome also have lytic enzyme, which is used to dissolve the egg membrane. The egg cellular membrane is dissolved first before penetration can take place. The second one is the middle piece. It contains numerous mitochondria. The spelling here is this typographical error. Mitochondria should be mitochondria. mitochondria. The mitochondria generate the energy used by the sperm to swim towards the egg. The mitochondrium is located at the middle piece here. Look at the mitochondria. Now, we all know the functions of mitochondria in our normal cells. Mitochondria is used to is an energy site in all cells. All cells have mitochondria. Is an organelle that's found in all living cells. The mitochondria, as we all know, is a site for energy production and aerobic respiration. The third one, the long whip-like tail flagellum. This flagellum. Let's look at the functions of the flagellum. The flagellum helps to move or propel the sperm forward. Number 4, nucleus. This is found at the head of the sperm. It contains genetic material which fuses with the nucleus of egg or ovum. Yes, we all know the functions of nucleus from our SS1 biology. Nucleus is that organelle that controls every other organelle. It's the master organelle. And inside the nucleus, we have chromosomes and genes that carries genetic materials. When I say genetic materials, I mean materials for inheritance. So all these are found inside the nucleus. So the nucleus in the egg contains genetic materials which fuses. The nucleus in the sperm contains genetic material which fuses with the nucleus of the egg or ovum. The female gametes. The female sex cell is known as egg or ovum. Plural is ova. Please note that, very important. Female sex cell is known as ovum. If it's more than one egg, it's also known as ova. Are you getting me? So egg or eggs, ovum or ova, anyone. They are produced in the ovaries. That's telling you that the ovary is the gonad. Like I told you last time, the ovary is the female gonad. And remember that a mammalian female have 2 ovary at each side. That's good. This is the diagram of the ovum or egg, the structure of the human ovum. Cytoplasm, nucleus, plasma membrane, zona pellucida. Structure and function of the ovum. Inside this zona pellucida, you also have the vitelline membrane there too. Structure and function of the ovum. The egg cell or ovum is the only animal cell you can see with naked eyes. The ovum is large in size due to the storage of nutrient material. It is also spherical and not capable of active movement. Ovum consists of the cytoplasm, a nucleus, and a cellular membrane that surrounds the egg from the outside. The ovum provides nutrients for the embryo until it sinks into the uterus and the placenta takes over. Let's look at functions of the parts of the ovum. The cytoplasm houses the nutrient needed by the egg. The nucleus, like I said concerning the sperm, in case of the ovum is the same thing, it's similar. The nucleus contains the female genetic material. And like I said earlier, genes are responsible for the transmission of character. The yolk. Yolk is the nutrient-bearing portion of the egg. The jelly coat prevents too many sperms from getting into the egg at the same time, while the vitelline membrane encloses the yolk and separates it from the albumin. Differences between the sperm and the egg. The sperm is motile, it can move. The egg cannot move, that is, it is not motile. You know, the reason why the sperm is motile is because it has flagellum, so that it can move from the vagina to the oviducts or the fallopian tube where fertilization can take place. That is why the sperm moves, why the egg doesn't move. The sperm has smaller cytoplasm, the egg has larger cytoplasm. The sperm does not have yolk, the egg has yolk. The sperm is microscopic, you can't see it with your naked eyes, but the egg you can see it with your naked eyes. In fact, the egg is one of the biggest cells that ever existed. The sperm has head, the egg does not have head. The sperm has flagellum, flagellum is absent in the egg. Classwork. Stage 3 observable differences between the sperm and the egg, aside from the one in your notes. This is the classwork. I want you to give me differences between the sperm and the egg. Don't include the one in your notes for me. Look at the diagrams. I want you to be able to differentiate it. What are the differences? Looking at the diagram. Assignment. State 2 similarities between the egg and the sperm. I want similarities. You can use the internet as a companion. Similarities between the egg and the sperm. You can add what you have in your, you can add knowledge from the internet to what you have already in your textbook. State 3 similarities between the human male and female reproductive system. Bye for now.